Let's look at the T5Gemma-2 model card. At the top, we see the official model page and the list resources Google DeepMind has provided a responsible GenAI toolkit to keep things safe. And you can run this right now on Kaggle or Vertex AI. If we are going to build something, make sure to check the terms of use. This is all coming straight from the expert at a Google DeepMind. Then move on to the description. In the description, we learned that T5Gemma is a family of lightweight, yet powerful models. Here, that clever part, they look the original decoder-only Gemma models and turn them into encoder-decoder models. Think of it like giving the AI dedicated reading brain and the dedicated writing brain. These are multi-language, over 140 languages and multi-modal, meaning they can see images and read text. They have releases three size, 270 million, 1 billion, and 4 billion. The big highlight is a long context capability. It can handle 128K context window. That is a huge. It means you can give it's a massive amount of data to look at all at once. To keep the model small and fast, they use tie-word embeddings and merge attention, which just means the model is optimized to use less memory without losing its intelligence because they are small. You can run them on your own laptop or desktops, which really brings state-of-the-art AI to everyone. Then move on to the uses. Now for the uses, first you will need the transformer library. So just pip install /u transformer. There are two ways to run it. First one is the pipeline API. This is the shortcut. You just load images text to text pipeline and point it to the model. In the example of code, they have a use image of a bee and ask the AI to describe it. It is a very simple. And second one is a single and a multi GPU. If you want to more control, you use auto processor and auto model for a sequence to sequence LM. The code show how to download an image using request, process it, and then use model generate to get your answer. Notice the max new tokens setting. That's how you tell the AI how long of answer you want. Then move on to the input and output. Let's look at the input and output. Input you can give it text string like a question or images. Images get resized to the 896 to 896 96 and turn into 258 tokens. The total memory it can hold is 28K tokens, and output is generate text, whether it's an answer, an image analysis, or a summary. It can give you up to 32K token back. And let's move on to the model and data preprocessing. In the model and data section, we see it was a 10 on 2 trillion tokens. The knowledge cutoff is August 2024, so it knows about things up until then it is studied. And it's having web documents to learn the language, code to learn the programming logics, math to learn the reasoning, and images to learn how to see. For pre-processing, Google was very strict. They use CSAM filtering to block illegal content, sensitive data filtering to remove personal info, and quality filters to make sure the AI isn't learning from garbage data. Okay, that move on to the hardware and software. Under implementation information, we see the muscle behind the model. It was trained on Google TPU V4 and V5. Uh, why we use TPUs? Because they are faster, have a better memory, and are more cost effective for this vision language model. For software, they use JAX and ML pathways. JAX allows a single Python process to run whole training shows, which makes things very simple for the developers. And okay, then move on to the evaluation. The evaluation section is a full of tables, show how this model performs. In the reasoning, the 4 billion model is incredibly strong. In a STEM and code, it shows it can handle math and programming tasks. And in a multi-model, it shows how well it understanding images, doc VQA, and charts question answer. It's even a long context. The ruler benchmark showed that this model actually remember what they read, even what they document is 28K token long. Let's move on to the ethics and Ethics and safety. Google does hide the risks in ethics and safety. They explain how they did red teaming, basically trying to break the model to see if you it would be say something bad. They tested for a child safety, content safety, and representational harms. Uh, this model show major improvements over the older Gamma model, but remember the evaluation were mostly in English, so keep that in mind of for other language. Let's move on to the uses and limitation and benefits. Finally, the uses and limitation is intended use for the this is a perfect for research and educator to experiment with AI. And limitation is the it's only as good as its training data. It might struggle with a search scam, get facts wrong, or a lack common sense in a weird situation. And a risk is it can reflect biases or be misused to create misinformation. Google provides a responsible AI toolkit to help you mitigate this risk. And the benefit is you are getting a high performance open source model that is built from the ground up for responsible AI. It's faster and better than almost any other model is size category. Okay, that's it.